day we discussed some points like how to start with Python, how to manage the data inside the memory, particularly collections. And the last topic we left on that day was dictionary. So we continue from there on, then we go to the data. So the last point of the topic was dictionary, working with dictionary object. How we manage the data through dictionary. Just like in the normal dictionary, we have certain words and their meanings. So it's a very similar thing that we use in real life. We have one dictionary of words and then the meanings. So we have two things. One is some word and their meaning. Two things. So here one thing is called key and there is called value. So if we want to manage the two things in one go, we can use a special kind of object we call dictionary objects. See how? So a collection. A collection to manage the key value pairs. So whenever we have two data and we want to manage the data, we can use this object. How we can do it? Use pair of braces to define a dictionary. It's a simple thing to start with. See the example, if I say I want to manage a certain dictionary to manage your subject codes and subject names. So every subject has specific subject code. So we can define like this, say subjects is our name in the dictionary, or we can directly go to the practical and you can see the things live. How we are managing dictionaries. Notebook, go to the new notebook. So we have the shell now. Suppose we have a dictionary object with the name of subjects, and here we want to manage certain subjects with their codes. Suppose we have a subject, say S001, and its name is suppose cloud computing. The subject is say S002 and the name is say database management system, which is required for everyone. So we have these two papers with two subjects. See this? The dictionary is created. If you try to see this, so we can manage this data like this. We have one is key, another is value. Two things together. Take an example list. We can have only one set of values. Take example tuples. We have a single set of values. But here we can have key value pairs. One thing is that. Second thing, how to take the data from this data. So dictionary object provides the way to, like in case of your dictionary list, we had one thing called indexing. Here we don't use indexing. Here we can use the key names. Use key names to access their values. For example, if I say subjects and here I define the key as 001, we get value. It's a key value. Second thing is you can add more than subject later on any moment of time. It's a dynamic thing. Every object is dynamic. We can add new values at any moment of time. Suppose later on you think, oh, I want to add some third subject also. So S003 and we are putting some new subjects, say we say what we say visualization using Python. Third subject, new subject. So third subject is also get added automatically into your dictionary. So anytime you can write any number of objects, any number of items in the dictionary. But the point is how to fetch the data from the dictionary. Maybe we require the key names only, maybe we require only the values, or maybe we require both of them. So dictionary object provides us object functions by which we can do all these things. We use object functions of the dictionary. Object function is these functions are applied only for dictionary, nowhere else. Dictionary to access its data. Like if I say values, it will give you only the values. If I say keys, it will give only keys. If I say items, you can get in all the items. Items in both. Keys are okay, values. Getting my point? See the example? The point is how to access all these things. Important thing is, it's not a single value. Values could be so many values. Again, the keys could be so many keys. One way is to see just two examples to access all these things. Like if I say subjects dot keys, they're all keys available. Similar way, if I say subjects dot values, all values are available. And if I say items, means all items are available. But the point is how to perform certain operations on these things. It is just visualizing like a list, but going to do certain set of operations on these values. In the last session, we had a discussion of something called loop. We have to access the data because we are the multiple data sets. We will access multiple data. So we are not just putting any condition right now, but we have to access the data from these items or these keys or these values. For that, we need to perform certain operations for multiple times. So we need to repeat something. To repeat something is something called loops. So here we can use new thing to access all these things. That's called using, or we can say work loops. What is that loop? Python provides special statements called loops. So Python provides two kind of loops. One is while. You can put any condition, you think of certain condition, and based on that condition you can do some task. Other is for loop. It is generally used for the collections and special thing called ranges. So this is to do something based on some condition. I'll give you the idea how we can use it. To do something based on given condition. And this is used for to do something on collections and ranges. You want to work some range of values. 1 to 50, 50 to 100, is again a range. You can create range of values and you work with them for range of values. Second thing is a collection. So here we are using for loop because we are working right now on the collections. So see how we can use this. This is syntax of for loop. It is like this. For, then here we can define some variable, and in we can define certain collection or the range, and colon, and here we can write some set of statements. So this for is a keyword, in is a keyword, another thing that we need to write. So this is the syntax by which we can work on it. So right now we have some collections, we can work on those collections, and we can create some range of values also, and we can work on those values. See the example. Suppose I have something set of value, these values, but to pick these values. If I say for k in, so I am fetching all the keys one by one, and they are putting into k. K is a variable now. And I can use simply this variable for any purpose now to performing any operations. Getting my point? Here key is a collection, set of values. Set of values called as a collection. So we are fetching these keys one by one into K, and then we are utilizing those components. Yes.
You don't define any variable.
It automatically
creates. Now, for example, this one is a set of characters. That's a string. It's automatically.
Yes. See, because string is also collection, list is also collection, tuple is also collection. This loop can be applied to any collection. So we can do so many operations like string operations, tuple operations, string, anything we can do using this loop. See the other example. If I say for k in subjects dot values, it will fetch only values. But here variable name we can do any name. It depends on you. But we give the names like this corresponding to the kind of name. So here we are having a set of values. But here we can say B. So now we are having all the values. Anything we can access. And we have to access both the things, key and value both. Say key comma value subjects dot key items. Now we can access all the name. In subject. If you are getting any issue, your cursor will not be reaching at this place now. You can just check. Your cursor is not the correct place, at least something is wrong in your statement. So it says subjects dot items, then colon. See this now? So correct position is everything is okay. If I say print a comma b, we can access all the keys along with values. Operation depends on us. What we are doing. But this is a very good loop generally required to perform collections. So three functions are clear. This is how we started. So we created small dictionary with two subjects. Then we added new subject into it, hard one. So we can add any number of subjects in this now. So we can access these keys. They work like a list internally. So they are the list maintaining internally. You can see they are all lists. And when to access these data, we can use these functions. They are all object functions. And I told you the last class also, to access object functions, we require dot operator. So that's why we are using dot. They are not simple functions, but they are object functions. It's clear? Any doubt in these functions, values and items? Okay, these are all basic collections. Starting with string, your list, your tuple, then set, and then finally we have list. If we have to perform some operation on strings, we can use again the loops. I will give you some small examples. Using for loop with string collection. I will show some examples. Here we can work on the characters, we can work on the words, or whatever you want to do. Sentences, whatever you want to do. We can this up to you. So here if I say show, or if I say input a string, and show each character of that string. We have to do some operation, character by character operation. Because we have two kind of data generally, it's structured data and structured data. Suppose we have a C program or we have some Python program. You want to analyze something within that program. But that particular file is not a structured file. One line may have only one character, other line may have hundreds of characters, other line may have 50 characters. This is unstructured data. So you are working on unstructured data, we can work character by character, whatever you want, line by line. It depends on us. So first example is working with character by character. So suppose I am putting some data, say S is a my variable, and if I say enter some string or enter a string. So this string is available now. If I say for ch in S, see what happens. If I say hello, we can crack each and every character and we can perform any operation now. Suppose we want to analyze how many digits are there in this and we have to remove those digits. or going to do some operation on those digits. We want to analyze how many alphabets are there, vowels are there, consonants are there. I think this is small example. Later, except how you should use it. I can just give an idea how we can go about it. Okay, this is a simple way. Suppose you want to work on words. This is a string, these are characters basically. Character by character we are operating. Is done? Let's move.
What string is only alphabet?
No, alphanumeric. String is always alphanumeric. You can have just like password. You can alphabets, special characters, digits. When we talk about string, it's alphanumeric. If I give you a small example based on this question, you can see this. If I say write a program to input a string and print a count of alphabets, digits and special characters. Here we require two things. One is loop to fetch the character by character data, and then if to analyze the data. Getting my point? So here we need to find the counts. That means we require some numeric values also to take the counts.
So what about the size of variable? The size of variable.
Size of?
Other program languages, we have the concept of arrays.
Yeah.
We are going to.
So we had one string. We analyze the data. We put the data into list. So we create the list. And finally at the time of printing, we combine all the data that was there in list into string. So this is now string again. So join is something. I'll give you the example. What exactly join is? I'll just discuss this again. What is the need of join and how we are using it. But the point is how to analyze the data. For the analysis, part string provides their own set of functions. It's done. Split versus join. Split purpose split was. Split is used to split the data based on given separator. Default separator is space. Second thing is reverse of this is join. So what we'll do when we split this, split produces a kind of list. So split provides a list of words as dictionary, as your list, or sorry, say list of words. The correction will be to combine the data which is available in the list into a string again. Then comes the join. Join is used to make a string using the data in a list. It is just reverse of this. A split creates a list. Join again creates a string from the list. This is the purpose. See the example. If I have one string, say name equals to say Rohit Kumar Sharma, and if I say name 1 equals to name dot split, because the default separator space, there's no need to put any separator. You can bring into words. So split always gives you a string into list. You want to combine it back, or you want to make certain changes on these things that I told you in the last class. Also, suppose you want to move these two data and again combine into same data. So how we can do it? I told you on that day. If I said name equals to name 1 index 0, I move this first data into temporary variable. Then I get name 1 index number, last index is what? This is 0, 1, 2, or say minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. You can take the reverse side also. So if I say here I am putting the data name 0, and if I say So both the data has moved, and if I say name 1 0,